biggest update in the last day on Earth history has just arrived. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Northern Update, where we're going to start off by picking up a signal from the mechanic. Come on in, it's Jane from the gas station. Do you copy? Yes, I copy over. We lost contact with the expedition. The Watchtower must have broken down. I saw one of my guys there, but he hasn't come back. Can you check it out? And why, Jane, don't mind if I go ahead and do exactly that, because that is going to be leading us to the contents of this new update, which contains a Northern region revamp with new locations, new boss, a daily task system, along with special currency and rewards, a new St. Bernard breed and dog equipment for storage and extra damage, apocalypse breath shotgun, and new reinforced armor, the repair workbench having finally arrived, along with bench upgrades for more slot capacity, a revamp to the survivor's path, and a whole bunch of stuff that we are going to be getting to throughout today. But that begins by making our way over to the Northern Watchtower over here, and you can already get a bit of a preview of that brand spanking new location right up there. And why don't we go ahead and get a bit of a preview of some of the new recipes that have been added into the game as well, where you can see we're going to be able to start crafting a bunch of fire specific weapons that will be coming in handy in the north, not to mention reinforcing our fur armor, which is going to be very important because now armor actually has cold resistance stats on it, and since we are going to be heading up to the north, that's going to be pretty important. Also, as you can see here, we have new icons as well for some of the fur armor. But anyways, we've arrived at the Watchtower. Let's pop on into here and let's sink our teeth into the dude, I think this is literally the biggest update that we've had in the last day on Earth in years, so I am absolutely stoked, and hopefully are all as well. And what's up, Oli Oxen Free? How are you doing? Oh, what's that? That's right, I can actually start interacting with our pups as well. And this is where some of that new dog equipment is going to come in handy. We can get a backpack for our dog and also a spiked collar for our dog. Backpack gives us storage room. Spiked collar gives us the ability to do more damage. So that's a couple of other things there. But anyways, why don't we go ahead and find out exactly what is going on with this generator here and why we have to fix it. Also, the music, very intense. I'm loving what I am hearing so far. And what do we have to do over here? Just interact with this thing. Yo! Look at that big boy over there. I think he's eating the generator. I don't know if this is going to be good enough given what I am seeing up here. Oh yeah, he's very angry. Oh, Screech, what's up, brother? How you doing? Okay, and we have a bit of a boss over here. Oh goodness, dude, this is okay. Bit of a tough cookie over here. Just goes like absolute rampage mode apparently. So you got to be careful because this guy attacks pretty freaking fast. Now, to be fair, I don't exactly have the best armor by any means. I also have no idea where he just went. And oh goodness gracious, he's freaking throwing rocks around everywhere. That's not necessarily good, but this is our first experience. Oh, don't hit me with the new update. Man, I probably should not have started wearing the fur armor quite yet. I probably should have waited until we actually got into some of those northern zones, because right now I'm just getting wailed on thanks to the fact that I have like a very mediocre armor. Oh goodness, no, that's a lot of damage that we are taking, but that's all right. We'll go ahead and tough our way through this. Gosh darn if it's the last thing that I do. Now, if I had to guess, yeah, he's gonna go back up there. We gotta just go and start freaking running back around again. It looks like he's gonna do this about 3 times. He's gonna do it at 75% health, 50% health, and at 25% health. Also, as we are going through this, and there's gonna be plenty more videos about this update, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, so make sure you are subscribed with that notification bell to stay in the loop with all things Last Day on Earth, especially with this update, because this is literally the most amount of content that we have had in the hottest of freaking, oh, don't hit me, gosh darn it, the hottest of freaking minutes. Let's continue hitting with a slow-mo. Okay, he's gonna make his way back up there, and this is the third one that I hypothesized. It does appear like my hypothesis is correct. He is gonna be doing this little attack every whatchamacall, 25%, 50%, and 75% of his health, but he does not have much health left for us to go ahead and take down, so I'm gonna go ahead and continue doing that, just trying to stay, oh, barely out of range, and let's not get wailed on too hard by all the things he's throwing at us. Hit him with a little bit of a slow motion there, and without further ado, a couple more shots, and see ya! Would not want to be Mr. Screech. Your loot is pretty mediocre, all things considered. Couple of big bones, which is kind of nice. We'll definitely go ahead and take that. But there we have our first taste of much that this update does have to offer. And actually, while we're at it, why don't we go ahead and show off that survivor's path really quickly, where you can actually see some of the different chapters and stuff. And funnily enough, I already supposedly completed the Northern Region chapter. I don't know if this is because I just like completed the Survivor's Pass all the way up to like the drone, and this chapter technically comes earlier, but I got a bunch of rewards here. I'm gonna press take all, and I believe we have unlocked the ability to actually get some of that reinforced armor, in addition to a couple of other new blueprints as well. And that's something that I want to go over really quickly here, because specifically in order to craft that reinforced armor, we are going to need to get our hands on tanned fur and and woolen fabric, both of which I believe are new resources from the northern locations that we'll be running into. The warming first aid kit, which restores health and prevents you from freezing in the snow, also with some new resources from the north that we're gonna have to stumble across. Molotov cocktail with a thermite and pieces of wool. Flare guns over there, and still a couple more recipes that you have to unlock, and these are going to be unlocked via the Genesis collection. We'll get around to that once we actually unlock this northern location here shortly, because the way that that works is very interesting. But anyways, what do we have to do now? Finish, just activate the tower over here. Let's go and do that, and if anyone can hear me, I need help. And now we have to go to the oak bushes. I'm surrounded by zombies. Hurry, I'm at the old sawmill in the oak bushes. Well, don't diddly mind if I diddly do, and I really should look into, I mean, I brought a bunch of guns here, as y'all can see, but I actually brought a lot of the guns that we have from pretty much a year ago when we did the winter event, the Winter of Despair event, and we actually stockpiled on a bunch of guns that you could during the event modify with thermite to give them like a fire ability. Now here's the thing, if I had to guess, I reckon that we're actually going to be able, is this where we had to go? I think this is where we had to go. Do you actually see some of the new loot that we can get from there via the fur base? Let's head on over to the oak bushes and get this underway, and then I'm sure that will lead us up to the north ultimately, which is what we are looking to do. But let's freaking go, dude. Seriously, I'm so excited for this. And sorry if I sound a little bit different. I literally got sick like today, the day that the update came out. This is like, I think the second time I've been sick all year. So of course, just my luck that the biggest update that we have seen in the hottest of minutes and last day on earth. Ooh, okay, so the dire wolves are going to be dropping some of that fur where we can make tanned fur out of it on the tanning rack. I don't think that is the same as like the leather or the animal hide that is dropped. I believe that is different, and I also believe these dire wolves are slightly different because they're not just wolves, they are dire wolves for what it's worth. So like a slightly stronger version of the wolf. They have 60 all health, so maybe something like that. I don't know. Let's go and continue taking down a couple of these fast bites over here, seeing if they have anything worthwhile for us to drop. And of course we had to get in theme for the winter, the northern zone update, and it is only fitting that we, let me see if you got anything good on you. Okay, so the fox actually is dropping this fur as well. Is that just a reskin of the hide? Am I going crazy? No, I don't think so, because over here you can see they can make leather from animal rawhide. So okay, no, I guess just foxes are one of the animals that are going to be capable of dropping this new resource, so definitely worthwhile during the new update to be hunting a couple of these dudes. Now also another thing that has changed during this update that I think a lot of people will notice pretty immediately is actually going to be one of the better or best bang for your buck weapons when it came to doing fire damage. I believe became more expensive. As you can see, in order to craft a torch now, you actually do require 4 oak planks. So if you still haven't gotten the update, it might actually be worthwhile to just craft up as many torches as you humanly can before you get the update, because these things now require oak, making them significantly more expensive. And I guess the reasoning behind that is, of course, the fact that they are going to be able to be dishing out extra damage to some of these specific enemies in the northern region. Now, speaking of that northern region too, hopefully the Loga over here will be able to take us that way. You saved me and my cat. Deck with me, but the cat. Yes, I saw Chris and his team. They were going north. If you want to go there, you need some warmer clothes. I got fur clothes on right now, brother. What are you talking about? The fur of the northern animals is very warm. It's good enough for clothes. Okay, thank you for informing me of this. And now we have to cut down some oak trees, kill some foxes, and kill some dire wolves. Okay, so, oh, okay, actually, that's cash money. There is a hatchet here. That's gonna save us a little bit of time. There's a cat. What's up, cat? Still random cats appearing every once in a while across the area. Let's go and continue hunting a couple of these foxes and getting that. And unless you, oh, you know what? Actually, hold on. Maybe that fur is a reskin of like the old fur armor, and I'm just going crazy. That might be it. Okay, yeah, so 100% I was being dumb. That's the same fur that foxes always dropped. Okay, that got a very major reskin. I expected it to at least look like somewhat like it did before, but no, that is the exact same fur from before. So I'm sure I've already gotten some angry comments in that comment section down below being like, Star, or my gird, you are the dumbest person I've ever met. And honestly, I don't blame you. I can be pretty dumb, but gosh darn it, that's what makes me so appealing or something like that, right? Anyways, I digress. Hopefully y'all are all out there having an absolutely fan-freaking-tastic day of the most amazing variety that only keeps on getting better from here on out, whether it be from the video, bring you a smile, bring you a giggle, anything or everything like that. Does not matter to me. How a little bit of joy can go ahead and make its way into your day today. I'm just crossing my fingers and indeedly do. That's exactly what that joy do. Because nothing else with a smile on my face like knowing that hopefully I might be able to bring one to yours in some way, shape, or form, or fashion. Let's go ahead and chop down a couple more of these oak trees as we are doing this as well. Also want to remind you guys that we are live every single Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern time over at twitch.tv/starside play Last Ad Earth, having a ball, having a blast with a face cam on with the live chat roll, link near the very top of the description. If you don't know what time that starts in your local time zone, twitch.tv/starside/schedule, another link near the top of the description. We'll be able to help you out. That's the same time that we are starting our stream every single week, same time, same place. Great way to kick off the weekend with y'all, and seriously appreciate y'all making it out there. And it appears like we're gonna have plenty of content and plenty of stuff to be checking out there. So if you aren't getting enough of the videos, we got extra content coming your way every single Friday to kick the weekend off right. But all right, Mr. Lager, what's up? How you doing, big dog? Where are you? I gotta talk to him. He's just surrounded by dead bodies. Shoot, the zombies broke the generator. I can't help you with resource processing quite yet. Take some of the items from my chest and process the rest at your home. Okay. Is that all I got for me? Yeah, I guess we just gotta inspect the chest. All right, let's inspect the chest. Probably has more raw resources similar to what we've been picking up on so far, if I had to guess. Yeah, nothing really too new over here, but we'll take what we could get. And now it's time for us to go ahead and head on home. And we're probably just gonna end up crafting the exact stuff that we have here. And unfortunately, we're not gonna be able to make the armored version of it quite yet because that requires woolen fabric, which I do not believe I have that yet unless that also is a reskin. I don't know, man. Like 99% sure that what actually we are gonna have to get from some of these northern locations, because I mean it wasn't popping up in the loot table for this location, so probably it'll pop up in some of those northern ones. And again, sorry for the sniffles, bit of a sniffly guy at the moment. And hopefully, I mean, we're literally crafting armor to head up into the north at this point, so maybe it does. I'm just gonna, hopefully we'll be able to start using some of our fire weapons here at some point, because I stockpiled on them because I didn't realize that we're gonna have to do a couple of errands over here on the way to unlocking the north, but such is the way of Last Day on Earth at times. Am I right? Oh, am I right? And again, sorry about that occasional cough. I'm doing my best, gosh darn it. So we gotta craft 5 tanned fir and 4 oak planks. That's gonna probably take a little while, so I'm gonna fast forward through some of that. Don't mind me, just gotta make our way over to where our tanning rack is. We need 5 tanned fir. We'll go ahead and do exactly that, and just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because I love you guys so much. I'll drop a little bit of coinage if it means that I can show some things off for y'all a little bit faster. And then we'll leave the rest of that over there to process, and now we just gotta make our way over to the oak planks, so we can go ahead and process a little bit of oak. And 1, 2, 3, 4, I believe was the limit of what we were looking for. And now we have to take you down, craft a fur beanie, fur jacket, fur trousers, fur boots, and a torch. Again, a lot of those basic weapons that we kind of already previewed a little bit. I mean, we've had fur stuff for like the longest time, so that's not new at all, but y'all know what I'm talking about. And we're gonna go ahead and craft a bunch of these things next to one of these chests, where I'm just gonna go and dump all that stuff into anyways, because I am an organized man, not unlike the olden days where, I mean, I still remember getting all the comments of the atrocity that was known as whatever the heck my base was. Let's go and, oh wait, I gotta craft all of these things? Yo, how much more of that, like, hold on. How much more of that special fur do I need? Okay, I guess we gotta go and process a little bit more fur. Good news here, I got a lot of fur saved up anyways, so we just gotta go and fast forward that a little bit, and I should at least be able to craft up the torch, right? Yeah, let's get one of those bad boys crafted up, and then we just need to get the rest of these fur things by processing them here. And all right, this should be more than enough to last us. And if you're wondering how that upgrade stuff is going to work, this is actually, we need to find a schematic for this stuff. And this loops in with that kind of daily task / quest system of the northern zone that we are gonna experience shortly, and how that works. But long story short, essentially a bunch of workbenches now have the ability to be upgraded where their slot capacity goes up by 20. So instead of capping out at having 20 items here, you can actually bring it all the way up to 40, which is pretty freaking chill if you ask me. But okay, we need the jacket, trousers, and boots. Jacket over here, trousers over here, and boots over here. And with that, our quest should be good to go. We just have to go ahead and equip a torch for a second. And am I gonna be able to? Yes, I am. Head on down to the expedition's camp, the place where Chris's expedition went missing. And here it is, right over here. 35 energy to make our way over there. And may I just point out that with this new update, we also have now seen that the river up in the north has frozen solid. because ice is solid and it freezes. You know what that means? I think that this actually kind of lends itself towards this update kind of ultimately leading up into the suburbs location, because now we technically don't need to repair this bridge in order to get to the other side and ultimately to the suburbs. At this point, this kind of opens up the possibility where we can just kind of like snowmobile or just transport across the frozen river itself. So that's going to be an interesting thing to keep our eyes peeled on. But all right, for now, let's make our way to this expeditions camp and see exactly what the heck is going on over here, and consumables for the northern region. New tooltips: berry tincture and frost resistant stimulant will protect you from the cold and restore your health. Two things that are probably going to be very important for us. And we actually, I'm not gonna lie, might want to put on sneak attack here, because I already see some enemies up ahead, and yeah, these are guys that we're definitely gonna want to hit with our flaming torch over here to do some good damage with and set them aflame. And honestly, this is a little bit not something that everyone's gonna have access to, but oh, actually, yo, they actually, even Lexi was doing a ton of damage to them. Hold on, not Lexi, Oli Oxenfree. Unless that was just the Winchester damage that I was seeing. Why don't we try and lure one of these guys over here and boop, 108. Oh my goodness, dude, the damage that these guys do is crazy. The torch right now is doing about 14 or so per hit, plus the fact that it sets our enemies on fire is always good. But this Winchester, bro, it says its damage was only 28. I'm not gonna lie, the modified Winchester kind of goes really freaking hard, because I swear I just saw it do like 108. Maybe that was off a critical or something, but still, that's wild. Boop, let's go and take down the northern deer. It literally does 108 damage, and Lexi's only doing 4 damage with her bites, so I'm not gonna lie, dude, this might literally be the best usage ever for Winchesters if and when we get the ability to slap this mod on them permanently. So I'm interested to see what that's all about. What do we have going on over here in the notes exactly? Status top secret. You need to track down and kill a special kind of zombie. Location, northern region. Establish contact with the locals to get more information out of them. Citizen K, the mysterious Genesis man. What do we have over here? Looks like someone had been injured, but they managed to get away. Oh, I thought I could take down that northern deer. That's okay. And that deer is, I mean, not really dropping anything, do you? And let's go and see. Over, where are you? I can't see Chris. The camp is empty. Do you copy? Do I have to go and find the injured or something? Roger, we can't get to you. A big storm is coming. Try to get out of there. Okay. Well, it just says to find the injured, but it's not. We'll move out as soon as the snowstorm dies down. It's not really telling us where or how to find the injured. It's just speaking things to us, and boop, let's go and take down that northern deer. Might as well get our bang for our buck here, although they're not really dropping. They're dropping just fur, something that we've been getting from foxes for the longest time, and that we have a mad stockpile of. But now just saying to find the injured, I guess we could try following this blood. Oh, there you are. What's up, Chris? How you doing? Finally, someone alive. Let's get you up there, Tiger. Come on, we gotta be careful. I'm the only survivor. There was a storm and it brought the frozen things. Where are you gonna take me to? Looks like the storm is coming back. We should wait it out. Let's get back to the fire. All right, we could just chill, toast our butts up, make sure that all is good. Ollie is leaving a crazy trail in the snow. Just kidding. That's Chris, because he's like freaking just moving through the snow so nonchalantly. From now on, I hate snow. Okay, boop, let's go and take you down. Listen, man, I need as many of these resources as I possibly can for the time being, but dude, I can't get over how good the Winchester is when it has this thing on it. Let's start a fire over here. I'm curious to see if the damage of the other people seems to be better as well, or the other weapons in our inventory. We'll give it a go once we start running into tougher enemies like the new boss in the northern zone. I think that'll be very, very useful. Hey, are you alive? Can you hear me? What's up, Nomad's leader? How's it going? Your friend has already been taken away on a snowmobile. You're lucky we saw the smoke from your fire. Oh, is that the new gun over there? Or is that the Scorcher? That might just be the Scorcher. Who are you and what do you need in the north? I don't know. I just kind of like came up here because Jane said to. The whole horde is about to get here. We should lead. All right, let's go to our place. We'll finish this conversation there. Go to the wooded foothills. Quickly, get your stuff. We're going. Hold on. I kind of want to like loot those things. Is there about to be like a giant horde of zombies that appears actually, or does it not actually matter? I mean, listen, they shot a couple of frozen zombies for free. I'll take some of that wool that they drop. Don't mind me, because I do not believe that is going to be, whatchamacallit. I don't think that's being dropped anywhere else. I think that is one of the new resources. All right, well, let's make our way over to the wooded foothills and see, is that another northern location? Or is this gonna be somewhere else? Because wooded foothills don't really sound like they belong in the middle of a winter zone, but maybe they're snowy woods. I don't know, we'll see. Go to the wooded foothills. Frosty backwoods, what about this? Okay, wooded foothills, never mind. So I suppose that is it. And there we can see that piece of wool, along with a couple of new items in the northern berry and the thermite that I'm sure we'll be seeing what that is all about before we know it. And ultimately, once we complete a couple more quests here, hopefully we can make our way up and see what the heck is going on up in this northern location. Because, dude, that looks like such a cool location to literally have. It just looks like it's an entire ship that's been like crashed and lodged into the middle of, oh, and it tells you in the upper left-hand corner, look at that. It tells you how much protection you need to not freeze to death. We're at 15, so we're good here, but we actually, oh, okay. I actually wonder if that means it might be smart for us to mix and match armor to meet the minimum requirement, but also not be full out fur, because even other armors do give you a little bit of cold resistance and whatnot, so maybe, and don't mind me, I'll be collecting all of this new stuff, and I need a shovel. All right, well, hopefully they give me a shovel because that icon on the map looks pretty good. It looks like a chest with like a white outline. I want to see what that's all about. They better be giving me a shovel, man. They best be giving me a shovel. Where are you guys at? All up in here? I think so. I'm glad you didn't freeze to death out there. I am too. I like not freezing to death. Our expedition was looking for a special zombie, but now everyone's in danger. If we study that zombie, there will be hope that we can bring our old world back. Ah, good. What a... Let's get out. Let him rest. Yeah, Chris has had a long day. Brother was suffering from hypothermia or something crazy like that. I gotta talk to you, Mr. Leader, man. I know what he's talking about. There's my people's ship somewhere in the north. We've been trying to get to it for a while. I'll make a plan, and you collect some berries. Let's fix Chris up. Sure thing. That's the least I can do. Can you give me a shovel, by the way? That'd be highly appreciated. I can always come back with a shovel, you know, worst case. Also, I'm interested to see what this kind of like, ooh, we have new ore over here. I am interested in seeing what that's going to be. I'm sure we'll have to mine that before we know it. But all right, let's talk to the healer and see what's good over in healer land. I've already collected berries for Chris. Thank you. Come on, talk faster. Keep them. You can make tincture over the fire at home. Okay, and I believe that's going to be something that kind of keeps us warm or something like that. It'll protect you from freezing. Trust me. Yes, that is exactly what's going to be. And hold on, the gunsmith is here. Hey, Southerner, the leader told me to explain everything to you. Well, happily, I'll show you what we use to upgrade weapons. But first, get the tools from the storage. Oh, free tools, you say? Now we're going to look for the thermite and aluminum for the weapons. The final equipment check. Most importantly, don't forget the guns. Aye, aye, Captain. I will try not to forget the guns. How about those tools, though? Oh, a shovel! Let's freaking go. That's actually hype. Let's collect a couple more of those berries, by the way, while we are at it. And all right, we gotta collect thermite and aluminum. Oh, okay, there's the other tool. We probably want to make sure that we have a little bit of inventory room, so goodbye to you. I will gobble on you. I think that's good enough for now. Let's go get to collect it. How do we get thermite? Do we just find that in like random chests? Okay, I think that is what we have to do. All right, so I guess we're gonna have to keep our eyes peeled for these buried chests, which apparently will be how we get our hands on thermite. And if y'all recall from last year with the Winter of Despair update, the way that we were able to upgrade our existing weapons, like the shotgun, the Scar, the Winchester, blah, 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 blah. Oh, hello. Oh my goodness, that just one-shot the dude. I'm gonna let this guy put in the work, actually. Why would I use my durability if he can use his durability for me? That's what I'm talking about. But yeah, if I recall, I can't get over how powerful the Winchester is, though, dude. I don't get how it's doing so much damage. That's actually genuinely insane. This is the best that the Winchester has ever been, and I'm in love. We should have a little bit more thermite coming our way there. But yeah, we just, I believe, can use thermite to slap some weapon mods onto our existing weapons. Oh, and speaking of existing weapons, and I guess new weapons, the weapon that I was talking about, the Apocalypse Breath, a quad barrel flaming shotgun, which we can purchase the blueprint for from the Genesis collection. And the Genesis collection, that's where we're kind of going to start to see that task system unfold shortly here throughout some of these quests. And what's going to happen is that we are going to be able to start collecting like a currency. I believe it's called Infected Genome, if I'm not mistaken. And that currency is going to be essentially used to unlock a bunch of like schematics and blueprints and stuff like that we might not already have. And pretty much like the repair bench is going to be one of it. That weapon that I just showed. Also, I'm running low on inventory room again. I might drink up a little bit of water here because I just want to make sure that I continue collecting as much of that as possible. Also, great excuse right now to just wait for zombies to spawn, have him use his weapon durability, and essentially we get some free drops from the zombies. I'm not complaining. Something I'm curious about, though, is that with this location, also, we got a bunch of aluminum ore, which is, if I'm not mistaken, that used to be called bauxite, unless I'm going incredibly crazy, because I specifically remember talking about bauxite for the longest time. Did they completely just kind of like streamline the process of creating aluminum, and now it's just like aluminum ore? Or maybe they just renamed it to aluminum ore from the bauxite that it was previously, and that's still kind of like the same refining process. I'm sure we'll see. But another thing that I want to see is this location, because we technically headed to like a yellow resource zone, the wooded foothills, but we ended up coming to like this village type location. So is this village always going to be at this location, or how exactly is that going to work? Because it seems like he's talking about there being like a specific weapon workbench where we could use the thermite to upgrade our guns. So I kind of want to see what all the hubbub is about with that. And if that's actually going to work the way that I think it is. Or ideally, we have some way of upgrading our weapons at home, because, I mean, obviously, these fire mods are going to be very useful for when you're doing the northern locations because of the fact that they do extra damage / bypass the armor of frozen zombies. But also, I mean, you just have the ability of setting any given enemy on fire. And so it's just kind of a useful thing to have like on a gun in general. So I'd love to be able to craft it in some way. All right, Nomad Leader, we must hurry. A storm is coming. We're going to the ship now. Okay. Call in all my people. We meet by the snowmobile. All right, I gotta call in the nomads after I eat some carrots. I'm getting hungry. Do I talk to you, or are you already called in? Yo, give me that gun on the table. How about that? That would come in handy. All right, well, we gotta play a little ring around the rosy here and let everybody know that it's time for us to head out. I can see this Winchester in some more action. Cause seriously, I swear, why don't we bring out our flaming shotgun as a backup? I do not remember any of these guns doing so much extra damage, except for what I've just seen out of the Winchester. So I'm very interested. It's gonna be a nice shakeup. All right, whatever you say. Let's talk to the leader and let's get the heck out of Dodge. Or get the heck into Dodge, depending on your perspective of things. The final equipment check, most importantly, don't forget the guns. Are you gonna give me a gun? We'll clear the path to the ship. It's too early for you to go there. First, get adjusted to the winter conditions. We'll meet there when you're ready. Can I steal your stuff? I'm gonna steal your stuff. No, he's driving off! Wait! There's not really much to steal. Okay, carry on. Have a good time. And now we have to go home for this... Wait, please? Why do you say wait, please? We have to go home for this protection from frost quest. All right, and now we just have to make aluminum bars. So it's just teaching us how to craft a bunch of the basics. And aluminum bars are just gonna be 4 aluminum ore. So yeah, it just replaced bauxite or whatever. Let's go and skip through a couple of those for the sake of it, because I don't want to make y'all wait. And let's go and get a sewing table up. And for the time being, we'll go ahead and park that bad boy up in here, because I got a feeling we're going to be using this for a little while, and we need to craft up some, what was it? Woolen fabric. Let's go and throw in those pieces of wool and have those crafting. And we need 6 of those to be specific. So let's go and fast forward through 6 of those, and then we'll leave the rest of those over there doing their own thing. And then we have to go and create 5 berry tincture as well. Now, I was in the middle of doing this giant charcoal chain of refining some charcoal, but that's okay. Let's do the northern berries over here, and it looks like they function very similar to berry tea. 3 berries get you some tincture, which increases our cold resistance. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna put that back into there. And we now need to craft a warming first aid kit 3 times and a flare gun. So that's something that I also do kind of like about this update and what it... Ooh, we can even craft a scorcher if I wanted to. But for now, we'll stick to a flare gun for the time being. In fact, I love that they also added a flamethrower recipe, because that is going to come in handy. And I can't wait to get the recipe for the Apocalypse Breath, because that actually seems like something I'm going to be able to craft quite a little bit of. And actually a usage for titanium. That's something we don't really see quite often. But for now, let's craft up a single flare gun, and then 3 of those warming first aid kits, which we can do over here. Oh, I'm gonna need more wool and more berry tincture to get that. All right, so quick little detour. We just wanna go ahead and craft up a couple more of these bad boys. 9 of them to be specific, and then I'll let those go back to doing their thing that they were doing before. And now we should be able to make our way over here and craft up a 1, a 2, a 3 warming first aid kits. Beautiful. And also now, what's it gonna take for these reinforced stuff, by the way? Ooh, okay, so I can actually reinforce a little bit of this armor. Not a lot of it, unfortunately, but a little bit. We just gotta get our hands on a lot more woolen fabric, but I'm gonna wait for the time being. Ooh, and wait a minute. To unlock the ice-trapped ship location, please complete tasks in other places within the northern region. Okay, so now we are close to getting on our way to unlocking that ship and seeing what the heck is going on up there, because I really do want to get to the bottom of that. And I think everybody wants to see what's going on up there. Now we got to complete 3 tasks on the map. And okay, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is what I was talking about with that daily task system. Y'all can see over here that we have tasks at each of these. We need to launch the plank processing workbench. Here we need to kill a wild hog, and here we need to collect copper. Those are the 3 kind of like little mini quests that we have to do, and those I believe ultimately lead towards, yes, us unlocking the ice-trapped ship. We need to complete these daily quests, and in exchange, we'll get some of these infected genomes, that new resource that I was talking about, which we could use to get our hands on some of the new stuff. So let's make our way over here and see what launching the plank processing workbench entails. All right, so here we are. We gotta launch, I can't English. We gotta launch the plank processing workbench, and you know what? I'm just gonna let Oliver do my dirty work over there, and actually, why don't we go and get some normal guns up into our inventory? Which, by the way, can't wait for the ability to repair these at that repair workbench, which is gonna be one of the things that we have to use infected genomes for. But what is this over here? We gotta help the logger first. Okay, so we have a little mini quest that we could do over here for the logger and see what's going on. I believe this is what launches the plank processing workbench. And now I gotta clear out 15 zombies, brother! This man just goes hiding for the hills and leaves me to clean up his mess? I think so. Luckily, they don't appear to be the strongest zombies, but great excuse for us to bring out a little bit of shotgun rain, because I believe it looks like all of them had 80 health. And these guys are just dropping normal stuff for zombies. Nothing too special going on. Let's go ahead and loop them around over this way. Shotgun rain. Take out the bunch of them over there. And we have that wood getting nice and chopped up over here, and we got to just go and, okay, we'll just deal with these zombies one by one, because my ability for shotgun rain has not yet replenished. And there we go. That's all taken care of. And that is our first task completed over here in this location. And I believe that's it. Can I interact with this now? I got an item. What'd I get? I'm actually not sure what I got. Did I just get some free oak planks? Oh, okay, so that's kind of cool. We actually literally get free oak planks just for doing this. So I'm not gonna lie, I actually really like this a lot. There's a couple of things that I really like about this update. One, so far nothing seems that unreasonable or too difficult to do. I like the fact that it really guides you. It does a very good job, I think, this update, of kind of guiding you through all the new mechanics added in. It has all these kind of quests telling you that, hey, you gotta craft this stuff, you gotta make your way over here, blah, 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 blah. Like, it really does a good job of kind of, you know, just kind of pointing you in the right direction and letting you get a hang for things before it kind of sets you loose ultimately. And I really do like that a lot. So that is definitely cool to be seeing. Now here's where I want to see if that shotgun also does extra damage, because dude, I don't know why that Winchester is doing so much more damage, and it is driving me insane, and I want to see what the heck is actually up with that. I like the little mini quest that we can do over here in these various locations, and obviously I'm a sucker for new permanent content, and we finally got our hands on new and permanent things, so I am pretty stoked about that. Now, is this location gonna be the same one? Is there still the village in the middle? No, it actually, okay, it does appear to be a little bit different. And over here we have that wild hog that I was talking about. How much damage do I do? 70 damage. And I do, 122 with the shotgun. Yeet! Oh my goodness! Brother! Just absolutely destroyed that man. Okay, so yeah, dude, I just, I don't remember the flaming weapons doing this much more damage to everybody. But holy heck. They absolutely melt. 122 on the shotgun blast is insane. And I don't know how, but we somehow did a 300 damage to that boar and essentially ended up one-shotting him. This is insane. Can I get this boar to like aggro me? I want to see like if he runs into that. There we go. Yeah, we do like 108 that's the full damage for this thing. So somehow when we're fighting up against like icy zombies, this thing does like almost quadruple. I want to say, no, this thing actually does like almost quadruple damage. And like the shotgun, I mean, y'all saw, we just pulled off 300 damage with the flaming shotgun. So, you know what? We're definitely gonna want to be saving a couple of these things for that repair bench, and or they tell us, or we learn how to, oh, what the heck? We got random people over here. Boop! Shotgun rain! Just blasted all of his clothes off. He dropped a couple of things for us. Anyways, we can get out of here. We don't really need to stick around here much longer. There are like various boars and stuff here. Actually, let's loot the chest really quickly, just in case they have anything good for us. But hopefully, we do learn how to use thermite to also kind of add mods onto our existing weapons and not just create the new weapons. And yeah, it does appear like these buried chests over here, this is going to be how we get our hands on thermite. Definitely you're going to want to be bringing your shovel up into the northern regions. And as we continue making our way through this, and ultimately as we are about to make our way into a new location in the form of our first expedition into the red zone of the new revamped north, let me know what y'all think in that comment section down below about the update so far, how y'all are experiencing, what y'all are thinking of it, any and all that type of jazz, because I would be so stoked to hear about that, because like, dude, I'm impressed. All right. It's been a long time coming. All right. So I've been expecting to be impressed in a while, but like, I'm happy that this is kind of like what we are seeing, and there's so many new mechanics at play, and I'm interested to see what happens with this kind of like task system and the division into regions and stuff, because it seemed like the northern region is kind of the first of many regions that they want to revamp. But okay, check this out. 18 on the cold. I think we might start freezing in this location. Yeah, so why don't we go and take, do I not have that tincture or whatever? Can I eat a couple of those berries to save me? No? Okay, and they reworked how this like freezing thing actually works a little bit, and you guys can actually see that. So I'm gonna put that into there. I don't know how to get more cold resistance, but as that fills up, we kind of just have to be careful of things. And now we just need to collect some copper, and we need to try to like get this guy. Shotgun rain. I'll just hit you with a regular torch over there to clean up a little bit of that. I mean, all we have to do here is collect a little bit of copper, but this location in particular, I mean, we're freezing here, and y'all can see that bar filling up, which is actually something quite nice that I do like. Not the fact that I'm freezing, that's not nice. I like the fact that it tells you how close you are to starting to really freeze to death, and kind of like the little internal timer that's going on here. And as long as you are quick and efficient with your runs through this location, you'll be a-okay. Now, I am also curious to see what the heck else, and yeah, y'all can see when I pop that over there. Oh, boop, what's up? Frozen fast biter, you're getting melted in absolutely one shot. Yeet! Yeah, dude, this shotgun is genuinely insane. I can't wait to try this bad boy out on some of our other enemies, because this thing goes bonkers. And whatever the heck the boss has in store for us, brother, that boss is not gonna have a fun time. The new boss that's gonna be over at that location. Let's go and see what's up in here. Hopefully this hog does not aggro me. He just aggroed me because of course he did. That's okay. Boop. I'll go ahead and one-shot you. And why don't we go and take down a couple more zombies here, just because we can like melt these dudes in absolutely one shot. Can I melt you in one shot? Oh my goodness, I can. Flaming shotgun rain is freaking incredible in this land, man. I am having so much fun. I'm so happy I stockpiled so many of these things before the last event ended, because we are going to be ready to go. Okay, let's go and pop that bad boy. And yeet! Shotgun rain! Some state dry, the bloaters feel the pain. Shotgun rain! We got to definitely get out of here, though. Our time is limited, but I did see this one other chest. Definitely wanted to make sure that we crack this bad boy open, and then we are getting the heck out of here, because we are going to definitely start freezing to death before we know it. Yeah, there we go. A little bit more thermite, thank you. Hopefully, I mean, maybe we can like craft a fire or something somewhere in these locations to also stay warm. I don't entirely know, but yeah, let's go home, because there's now this maximum warning quest that is going on. I don't know what maximum warning means, but it does not sound good when you're being warned about something and it's at its max. Even though now it's saying, okay, the Borealis, we gotta defeat Borealis. So I think that's the name of the new boss. But first we gotta go home for this maximum warning. And we're back home, and now it's telling us that we gotta put on a set of reinforced fur clothes and arm ourselves with a scorcher, which sounds like we're preparing for things to really hit the fan. Now, I could craft a scorcher, Or what I think I'm gonna do is, I believe I can just grab one over here from my existing place, which, by the way, there we go, we equipped it. That one's nearly broken, and that's the only one I got at the moment. So once we get that repair workbench, we'll repair that bad boy a little bit, but for now, we're actually gonna put that bad boy back over there, and instead, I mean, y'all saw the work of shotgun rain firsthand. We're bringing some shotgun rain. I think that goes without saying. But this reinforced armor as well. Yeah, we're gonna have to reinforce some armor, and if we want to reinforce all this armor, we've got, I mean, we just need more tanned fur and woolen fabric, but we just got a bunch, so we just gotta process it, fast forward, blah, blah, blah. All right, and now we should be able to actually slap some of these reinforcements onto our existing armor over here, and then we will be able to walk out of here or walk into that new location with these reinforced armor sets. And all the reinforced armor not only, I believe, gives us more armor, it also gives us significantly more cold resistance. Meaning this is gonna be the perfect armor for us. Not only, I mean, this armor would have kept us warm in that red zone that we went into, so that's actually kind of a big deal. Okay, and now it's time for us to head to fight Borealis at the ice-trapped ship and see what this northern horror is all about and just how tough of a cookie he might be. Now, I'm not bringing my Scorchers. Actually, I do have a Scorcher over here that never mind. I guess I had this all along in my inventory. I digress. But I'm thinking that we use the shotgun rain over here. We might try to sneak up and do some sneak attacks on some regular zombies with the regular torch. But when we're fighting that boss, brother, I got a feeling this shotgun might do a very good job. And immediately we spawn into some very intense music. Okay. I guess we'll see what this is all about. Now, anyways, we spawn in here. We got a couple of people with, ooh, free stuff. Thank you very kindly, that I'll be taking. And a couple of people here already. We failed. That ice monster has beaten us all. Well, you ain't got flaming shotgun rain on your hand, my friend. That I can tell you for sure. So where is it trying to lead us to? Wow, a lot of dead bodies frozen in the ice, and oh! Well, there's Borealis. What's up, brother? How you doing? Oh, shotgun rain. Some stay dry. Borealis feels the pain. Okay, it looks like he has oh, actually, why don't we try and bring him here? I feel like we got to try to get him, there we go, to hit the barrel. Boom! And we can actually trick him into doing a bunch of self-inflicted damage to himself. We got to be careful because he sends these like ice projectiles. Oh no, they actually can freeze us a little bit. We got to be careful about that. But no, what we can actually do is bring him over here, and we can do some free fire damage. That's a decent amount, honestly. Oh, I didn't mean, why'd I swing my shotgun like a freaking thing there? That was crazy. No, I wanted to have my torch out for some of that fighting, but I digress. We are actually freezing a lot right now, and I don't know why. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Hold on. I might pop one of those. I don't know where all this cold came from. But oh, this is actually kind of cheeky. It looks like, why am I freezing so much? Yo, what is happening right now? We want to try and get him. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to start doing some flaming shotgun rain. Okay, there's some sort of weird glitch going on right now. Hold on. I'm about to start freaking freezing to death here for some reason. I don't know what that. Okay, I'm freezing to death because like he's hitting me so much. I think it's just time we start bringing out the shotgun rain. Some stay dry, Borealis. You definitely felt the pain. Yeah, I don't know where all that freezing came from, but it did. What'd you drop? A Bunker Z card. Interesting. That's something only the big one used to drop back in the day. But flaming weapons are going to be your friend for taking him out and bring him over here to these barrels. I got to figure out why I was freezing so much. We definitely could have still got him to blow up a couple more barrels. I don't know if there's just like specific spots we have to be careful around. Something weird was going on there. Oh, there's an explosion. So I got to do a little bit of fandangling there. And now it's telling us to head this way, where we can find a big old stash of loot. And I think that's the entire boss battle. Oh, baby! And actually some decent stuff, including a Scorcher coming our way. Well, don't diddly mind if I diddly do. I will definitely be taking that. And a couple of other things that I don't know if I can come back for this later. I have so many Bunker Z cards back at home, but maybe this one's slightly different. I don't know what to leave behind and what not. I guess I have so many. Oh, interesting. Wait. The boots give us 5% move speed. Do my boots currently do that? Okay, so it actually tells you the move speed percent it gets. Anyways, I have so much for armor at home. I'm gonna leave those behind for the time being and grab a couple of these other things. I should have came here with more inventory room, but such is life. Definitely a bit overkill on the weapons, but you know what? That's okay, it happens. Now, what's going on, Chris? As I just defeated your boy Borealis. Citizen K was right. It's an unusual zombie. It mutated after the catastrophe. I must deliver the samples immediately. We'll contact you later. And over at the bottom of the screen, the Genesis collection has been unlocked. And here y'all can see exactly what we were talking about. So we just got 300 samples for taking this man down, and we have the ability now to use these for however we see fit, whether that be wanting to buying a bunch of stuff over here for like outfits. We can actually look through the entire menu. I think the big one, of course, is going to be the repair workbench, and that might be like the first thing I try to save up for. We got the new dog swag and equipment, which, dude, the spike collar doing 20 extra damage is insane. I'm not gonna lie about that. St. Bernard puppies that we could also get from here. Upgrades for various workbenches. New outfit style. Actually, a crazy looking new chopper model for the snowstorm. I'm tempted to get the apocalypse breath, man. The damage and speed that does, I kind of want to see what that could do. What is this? A new wall decoration? We just got to kill Borealis 30 times to unlock the thing. Such is life. And just a bunch of other things here and there. The fridge allows you to store up to 3. Oh, check it out. We actually have the ability to get our hands on the fridge for a lot of people who may have missed it out. We actually have a fridge at home, so I can already use that. But, yeah, I guess we could get our hands on another. Is there a limit? Can I actually place a second one down at some point? I'd be interested. But right now, I don't know. Let me know in that comment section down below what y'all do want to see, because I'm thinking for now, I might just be in hardcore save for the repair workbench mode. Or also, maybe get the apocalypse breath and see what that thing's all about, because that seems to be pretty affordable. And there, the mission has been completed, and I believe that is the entirety of the new missions in the northern zone, if I'm not mistaken. And then, of course, we have that apocalypse breath, which, I mean, it's pricey to make. You need titanium bars. But outside of that, I don't know, dude. That seems like it might be the most powerful flaming weapon, and I would not mind seeing what it's like when used up against this boss. And yeah, I still got to do some fiddling around with this boss and figure out why I started freezing to death all of a sudden and what all that was about. But with that, I believe that is ultimately how the daily task system kind of works. We do work on these daily tasks until they ultimately bring us to the boss battle. Yeah, that's exactly it. Complete daily tasks at the map to reach Borealis. Defeat Borealis to earn special currency, the infected genome. Exchange infected genome for valuable items and blueprints in the collection. Now, the question is, when do we unlock our next ones? That, I do not know. Over here, we got a check mark. The Borealis has been defeated. Like, if we go away, does that stop? Okay, wait, the icon's back up there, and okay, it appears that the tasks have reappeared. Now that's interesting. Another interesting thing is I believe it said that auto clearing actually does stuff, and we gotta complete 15 tasks on the map to unlock this again? Brother, what? Okay, so we're gonna be busy. And okay, so here's the thing though. It appears like you actually get some genome along the way for doing some of these tasks, so at least that's not the only way you gotta do it. But it also said, I believe, auto clearing the locations does actually get you this stuff as well. So I'm gonna use a little bit of auto clear here to see exactly how this works. And we just auto cleared all 3 locations, and we're at 3 out of 15, but there are no more tasks on the map. So I think the way that it works is that we just have to like periodically check back in every once in a while. I don't know exactly how the timing for that's gonna look like. If anyone knows, let me know in that comment section down below. I'll try to figure out and relay that information to y'all though. But yeah, we just have to do tasks as they show up until ultimately we can redo the boss battle and get our hands on some more genome. Because right now, yeah, they're not there, and we got to continue working on those daily tasks. Let's get to the bottom of that. So that's gonna be interesting. And I don't believe, oh, actually, I guess if you want, you can drop $20 to get access to Borealis immediately, but Is that worthwhile? I don't know. I'd say probably no. But anyways, with that said, with that done, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I believe that brings us to a perfect point to go ahead and start ending off this episode of The Last Day on Earth. When we return, I mean, we're gonna be busy grinding this Genesis Borealis daily task system for sure, and trying to get our hands on as much of this new stuff as we can. Obviously want to show off the repair workbench and what that is all about. We got to kill Borealis at least 10 times to do that. And I mean, some of these other things like the dog saddlebags also do seem really cool, and I definitely want to get our hands on those. And I mean, the apocalypse breath only seems fitting as well to see what that's all about. But we got plenty to check out and plenty that will be coming, so make sure you are subscribed with that notification bell. And let me know in that comment section down below as well what y'all think about the update thus far, how y'all are enjoying it, any and all that type of jazz, because I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing how this daily task system and whatnot might be able to apply towards more stuff in the future and more regions and more zones and stuff. So I don't know, we'll see. But let's start wrapping it up for you for now. Thank you guys all the time for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. See ya.